Hello and welcome. I'm your host, the one and only Mount Crusade. Now, today we're not playing Kaiser Redux or Kaiser Reich or any of those mods. Today we're playing Old World Blues. And today, like I promised yesterday, we are playing the Washington Brotherhood, led by the Immortal. Now, the situation we're in right now, so we control Seattle. Now, we're at war with the Olympus tribe and the Yakima nation. But the cause is ready to attack us, so... Okay, and after it loaded, what we have to do first is we have to use these 6 troops over here to take out the Yakima nation by kind of cheesing it by, rushing to victory points. Now, we can just hold with these guys until we deal with the Yakima nation. Until we deal with the Olympus tribe, I mean. Then after the Olympus tribe, we need to move all our 6 troops not to this border, but down to the border with the cause. And now we should probably go into research. Now the research is way different, it's more quality than the regular game would be, and that's kind of obvious considering this is a Fallout mod, but you get what I'm talking. Now we want to go for construction basics, agriculture, resource production, and Ohm's Law. And there we got the Olympus tribe. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to take their navy. Now it's real important to take their navy and to take their nation. We really need navies because these aren't just tiny, for show rivers. These are technically oceans in the game, so you can have navies. And there they go, finally. And now that we have both those, we should probably tackle our focuses. Our founding. While the High Elder Maxon was the founder of the Brotherhood as a whole, each chapter has had its own founders, those to spread the word of dangerous technology further into the wasteland. Who were our founders? Now we should go for seed selection and combat language and warrior training. And now what we need to do is gather them under the Immortal. And we're going to directly battle plan for this region, because really all we need is this region. We can't really care about anything over there, because all the victory points are over here. We really do need the stability right now, because look at the factory output. And there they go. And boom, we have everything that once troubled us dealt with. Our internum. Each chapter of the Brotherhood had its own priorities. Some focused on collecting the powerful weapons of the old world, while some prioritized the industrial machinery and tools. What did we focus on? Well, we do need a lot of weapons factories. Our future. We have learned plenty in the years that are now behind us. We must use that experience and make preparations for the many years that are in front of us. Within the blizzard, within the perpetual snow of the north, there is no city unlike a city inhabited by ghosts. They say that if you step a foot in their city, you will never return. Those vengeful spirits loathe the living. Their eyes burn like orange coals of distorted desire, dragging you deep, deep into their dark hearts. They make you one of them. Now I'm not going to read all this because it's kind of long. I'll leave it here for a while so you can read it. The North shall be ours. The pact is signed. And now they're a puppet. And we should probably work on getting all our factories and stuff. And because I'll take a long time, I'm just going to do one solid transition to when I have these all done if something doesn't interrupt that halfway through. Although he may be a ghoul, the Immortal has no love for mutants, especially not super mutants. The first is perhaps the most troublesome of all, leading the Troll Warren along our southern border. Under him, the Warren's rapid growth is turning them into a potential threat. We need to do whatever to bring him down and ensure that he doesn't serve as a roadblock to our plans. Transition. And finally, here we are. We have all these build-up things done. Now that increased our military factories greatly. Same with our civs. Time to start these. Black Paladins. Enslaving the weak and putting them to work isn't enough. We need to police them too. The strongest are picked to keep their brethren in line, and slowly they will surely slip into our grasp. Once they are cruel and broken, we can take them into our ranks, burning the seal into their flesh. Black Paladins of the Washington Brotherhood are truly a terribly sad thing. You know, I think we should deal with Hoi4. Dark ambitions. The Immortal has been leading his men since the days in the Lance Squadron. The Immortal knows that what he fights for, what the research he is doing for, they know it's in their hearts that today's evil is tomorrow's good. And here we go. And there we go. Look how big we are now. Yeah, they're gonna be in a world of hurt. Enslave the weak. Tribal families make excellent workers. That's what the Washington Brotherhood decided soon after they wrested control of Seattle. The few dregs inhabiting it, if they wanted to restore the city and its facilities to their former glory, they'd need workers. Workers who wouldn't complain, who couldn't complain. Slavery is just a narrow means turn towards the end. Morality is worthless. Decimate and despoil. Mercy isn't a virtue, it's a weakness. The Immortal taught us this during the long journey to Seattle. He showed us a true path, a path of suffering and victory. All who cannot be forced to work must be purged. There's no room for compassion in this frozen wasteland. Dark forgeries. Within our facility lies an infernal machine whose engines burn like spent fire. It desires blood and coal. We will build a great cathedral wrought of iron and bloody furnaces to wake its slumbering heart so it may gaze upon our desolation and reward us justly. Soon the broken coast and the dredgers and New Victoria and whoever else is here shall be, and them too, shall be under the great Washington Brotherhood. Maybe the broken coast should have did more military buildup than that. So let's get on with the show. Future Mount Crusade here. I wanted to take this time to talk about where the channel's headed. I'm going to be uploading on a schedule now, that being videos on Monday and Friday of the first, third, and fifth week of the month. I'd also like to thank y'all for supporting me by watching this video. Anyway, back to the video for y'all. And there they go. And look at that, look how big we are. Expand our dominion. It's not enough for the Brotherhood to simply rest in their citadel buried under the heart of Seattle. They need more slaves, more resources, more facilities, more. That's what the Immortal tells his men. It's what he mumbles to himself every day, more. The engines of war are turning again because the Immortal demands it. Death or glory, we came to the North knowing our lives were forfeit, that there was no turning back once we left our former chapter. Seattle is a harsh mistress. Her frosts threaten to destroy your servos and chill your bones, but her cold touch preserves the lost world. We have nothing left to lose, and everything left to gain. So anyway, this is the shape of the world right now. Texas is unified. Mexico is almost unified. The NCR is just fully eating everything in the Southwest. No clue why the Shi own a bit of Texas. Great Alaskan Expedition. Finally, it's time to fulfill the Immortal's dreams. Our scouts have been scouring Alaska for his objective, and they found it buried deep inside a mountain, covered in ice, a bulkhead waits to be opened. It's time to send an expedition to reclaim that lost place. The Great Alaskan Expedition, a group of our most valiant soldiers, led by the Immortal himself, has set out into the cruel frozen mountains of the land once known as Alaska. Whatever they may find there will surely help us bring order to the waste and eradicate the remaining mutants. The New California Republic declared war on the baggers, who are the New California Republic. Has Aaron Campbell just gone nuts? Try to read this. Might be slower than usual so I don't skip over my words. Buried amongst the frigid crags of the Denali lies a facility whose bulkhead has long been frozen over. Its halls are coated in a thin layer of ice save for one room, where a nuclear generator the size of a blue whale roars without witness. Anchorage Reserve Base 12. A lonely place the Immortal had feverishly chased the sleeve of the old world ghost, and in Seattle he found its name. Their expedition set out immediately, planning to go farther north than any member of the chapter have ever ventured before. Even if he had to cast everyone aside in that frozen place to achieve his goal, the Immortal was willing to do it. His brilliant prize was finally within his grasp. When their expedition force saw the mountain on the horizon, they could only feel the blood boil with anticipation. Everything had led up to this, chipping away at the ice and fallen rocks covering the unmarked vault door. The Brotherhood couldn't have imagined what awaited them inside. Even the Immortal only knew scraps. A utilitarian entrance, ice as far as the eye could see, and corridors filled with silence. The only sound in that place was power armor servos sighing softly. There was a single light in the dark hallway. As they approached it, their breath caught in their throats as they looked through the window. It was coming from a ghastly blue light illuminated their worn armor, cast by hundreds of cryogenic sarcophagi. In rows upon rows, the truth would come to light in hours after the Immortal enabled the activation process. These men have been placed here soon before the world ended, as a precautionary measure against the hypothetical debilitating attack against the U.S. forces in Alaska. During such an event, they would be awoken remotely and with orders to secure Anchorage, but their assignment was long redundant. They knew that the moment they had laid their eyes on the rescuers, the Immortal had addressed the hundreds of vulnerable soldiers before him with bravado, his voice filled with pride for him. This was his crowning achievement of his life. Men of the 75th, your regiment is disbanded today. You are no longer U.S. Army soldiers. You are part of the only organization who can save America. Welcome to the Brotherhood of Steel. You serve the Immortal now. And there they go. Finally. Yeah, there ain't much left to do, so I think we should just take over the dredgers, and that'll be it. And oh my god, what the fuck is the New California Republic doing? Yep, we're just gonna take over the dredgers, which I don't really know what they're dredging considering they're landlocked. Alright, and here we go, the last war of the campaign. Look at all the green. It's just all green. And there the dredgers go. The dredgers had a navy apparently. And there we go. The great empire of the North, the Washington Brotherhood. I spent 4 hours and 20 minutes recording this. This is gonna be a pain in the ass to edit. Past me was correct, it was a pain in the ass to edit. And if you watched this long, please fucking subscribe. I fucking mean it. Like, if you watched me for this long, you probably at least find some form of entertainment out of this. Please, like, subscribe, do it, please. I'm indebted to you. Anyway, stay alright, bye.